Buffalo Bills. Look, I usually go to you first to talk football, but I want to give, because we always wear the stuff we say bad.
Yeah.
Mike White.
Oh, boy, what a great 2 weeks that was. Wasn't it great? It was great. Well, I got caught up in the emotion of what the Jets were feeling at the time because they wanted to be in the moment of rooting for a guy who was an underdog, wasn't a number one pick. And, well, I did say in my unfinished business 2 weeks ago, let Mike White be Mike White.
And he was.
And now he is no longer the starting quarterback for the Jets. So, at any rate, I would like to know how many quarterbacks have done extremely well against that Bills defense.
As I'm trying to think this season, I can't think of a single one that's done extremely well against that Bills defense. But come on, man. He threw four interceptions, 5 turnovers for that whole offense. You did not sit here.
Well, look, it's the Colts this week, so it's the first time in a month that the Bills have played a solid team.
Sure.
What do you think you'll see?
I mean, look, here's the thing that makes me nervous. The Colts have a very athletic offensive line. You brought up Jonathan Taylor earlier. I mean, part of it's Taylor. Part of it is what that offensive line is able to do. We'll see if Star Lotulelei, who is out with COVID right now, the big defensive tackle, is going to be able to go. If he can, that's good. Trey Edmonds, the one middle linebacker who missed last week against the Jets. You're going to need him there for his run-stuffing ability because he's not a great side-to-side player. He's a really good north and south player. This is going to be a measuring stick for the Bills, right? Because, I throw that Jacksonville loss out because of what we talked about earlier, the chaos theory happening right now in the NFL. You should be able to go out and handle this team. If not, this Bills team isn't a lock for the division, and this Bills team might be a 6-7 playoff seed instead of a division winner. And it might be all based on this game, in all sincerity.
They're 7-point favorites, the Bills are over the Colts.
Bills' defense is the reason why they are where they are, playing extremely well. The Colts... This game does make me a little bit nervous because the fact that they basically have gotten 5 losses on the year, 5 wins on the year. But those losses, 2 of them were against Tennessee. I think 1 against Baltimore. We're talking about elite teams in the AFC. And I mean, this is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm not interested really so much in what the Colts will do. I think the Bills defense will set the tone early like they did against the Jets last week. I think they'll find a way to win, and they've got to get that offense rolling like they did last week early. If they do it, the Colts won't have a way to come back.
What's the key, do you think?
The key is going to be the play of Josh Allen. I'm not worried about Carson Wentz. I'm worried about the running game a little bit, but I don't think you can win an NFL game running the ball like you used to be able to. What's the key then, Tariq? Why are you shaking your head?
No. I agree with him. I won the last argument. I agree with you on this one.
Well, here, you know what would be probably, if I was the general manager of the Colts, I would find a way to post-trade for Mike White, because I heard last week on the press box when I wasn't here that he's the second coming of...
According to Jets fans.
Okay, Tony.
According to Jets fans. That's for Jets fans.
Is that a goalpost?
I didn't believe in Jets. I'm not saying get rid of Daniel Jones and we need Mike White. I didn't say that. I'm a vessel for the Jets fans. They ran with their emotions, and it cost them the game.
I actually think of one guy, Kurt Warner, who came from Mike White land.
Romo came from there.
Tom Brady. I mean, look, we can keep going and going and going. I mean, they exist, right? There's not a lot of them, but I mean, to think that after a start and a drive, that guy was going to be something. To that point, quarterback-wise, Carson Wentz does not scare me.
So, pick it on the line.
I say the Bills will win, but by 10, not 17.
Bills win, backdoor cover by the Colts. They don't make it to the 7.
Backdoor cover.
Backdoor cover.
This is a man that's placed a bet this time.